Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Because they may not stay very long, but wood ducks. If you can see them out on the logs there, we have a male and female, and they've been or so. There was two pairs of them here when they first got here. So, yeah, and at the beginning, surprised that they're still here. Like when I come out, they would go. So I'm sharing here. This is a little water. It dries up a lot of times in the summertime, but we have a couple wood ducks out here today. There's maybe a better view. There's just a beautiful, beautiful duck. That with you guys. How's everybody doing today? Good morning. Good afternoon. Here, it's like in the 40s today. We got really spoiled with the warmer weather, and it's really what I wanted to talk about today. I'm not sure what it has to do with sustainable living, but I'm sure it applies. But I was going to talk about Overwhelm, about you guys. But even with, it's so nice that spring is here, or technically it's here. The grass is growing to the mix. For me, I have 2 lawns I have to cut, so it's I don't know, and wondering if other people are dealing with that too. And so I spent some time thinking about how to work with Overwhelm. I just seem to have like 1,000 projects right now, and it all seems like they'll take at least an hour or two to do, which seems impossible. I don't know if that's. You think about what I have done in the past when I feel super overwhelmed and like there's more tasks to do, and there's more activity on. My daughter and I did our first event yesterday. We did the Plymouth Artisan Market. It was outdoors. It was chilly, but we had a really good time and met some new people, and it was just a really good day. There's follow-up work to do. So what I've done in the past is I make a list. I'll just take 10 minutes or whatever, and I'll just write down a list of everything that's on my mind to do. And I notice that helps create space. Okay, what are the priorities? It seems to come naturally from doing that. And then the other really is doing things in time. And when I do that too, again, so it's, I find that to be helpful too. But the other thing too is I think sometimes feeling fatigued or exhausted, take a nap, get some rest, which is a pretty common theme right now. So, taking a step back, getting some sleep, taking a nap, or even if you did 2 or 3, that might help you feel the energy, because sometimes it's a sense of a lack of energy. Overwhelm, contributes to fatigue too, but there were geese and ducks in the yard next door. Just that 10 minutes in nature helps a lot too. And so I have a lot of projects this week, and schedule time to do the prep work as well. So, but nature or gardening too, because the other thing, a reprieve was, I planted some. So I went and I looked at those and to see how they're doing, and again, it was just a nice little spending time in nature. Can replenish the soul and oxygen too. Even at the artisan, it was out and it was at a park, so there were trees and people coming and going, and it's just overwhelming, and it was just so nice to be outside. So those are a few things that I was thinking about. Again, sometimes taking the step back, getting rest if you need it, looking at what we're eating. So is there a certain food that, or preparing food is another, writing a big list, that's on our mind that we have to do or think that we have to do a brief recap there. Because overwhelm sucks. It's no fun, and it takes the joy out of life, which to enjoy it as much as possible while we're here is such a gift. And then for people who are special visitors this morning, it's a pair of wood ducks on the pond back here. And what I mentioned earlier is that they're, in the past they've been very skittish. So me being out on the deck, they would have. It's really nice that they're still here for our viewing. But they're just a beautiful, beautiful duck on the back, on the top of their head. But yeah, so just to use this year. Yeah, and here's our neighbors. They do a beautiful butterfly garden for time. So, well, thanks for being here today. I'm going to create my list and start scheduling some time for my projects and, work with this head on. And I wish you guys a blessed week. Thank you. It's nice to see you. I always smile. I always appreciate that you come on. Thank you. Just you might want to look. You can revisit this video. I have found these tips to be super helpful for me, throughout nature. If I can say anything over and over again, sometimes less is more. Not as an excuse to do what you need to do, but just to live a great life. And we deserve to enjoy our life. It's a gift. So blessings to you all. I'll see you